Does Nam Taehyun break silence after leaving Winner?
Very quickly, hashtag BTS t-shirts are $10 and free shipping within the United States. Black Market Friday sales, link in the top of the description.
Black market?
What did I say?
You said black market, Black Friday sales.
We are both very sad to report that Nam Taehyun of Winner has decided to permanently leave the group, leaving Winner with 4 members, correct?
Yes.
Recently we made a video about Nam Taehyun needing to take a break in order to sort of just rest his mind away from the stardom and the limelight. This was sort of predicted, but I didn't see it coming.
It wasn't this predictable because he was going to take a break and then his condition got worse. He does suffer from some mental illness that he's been battling since his idol training days and even before.
What is your reaction to him not being part of Winner anymore?
I'm actually okay with it. Now, mind you, Winner is one of my favorite K-pop groups at the moment, and Nam Taehyun is a huge reason why I love Winner, because he's got like the lead vocal roles in all of my favorite songs. In fact, he has had a huge role in creating the songs Confession, But, Tonight, Sentimental, Baby Baby, and I'm Young. Most of those are my favorite Winner songs.
We're both big Sentimental fans.
We're huge Sentimental
We play that
fans.
around this household all the time.
We were going to the beach, listening to Sentimental and like, you know, getting all into it.
That's the song that just automatically puts us in a good mood if something's going on, and we just put on Sentimental, we're like, ah.
But I'm okay with it because I know that they have a very strong other remaining 4 members, and also because Nam Taehyun has kind of said that he's not going to quit doing entertainment altogether, and because YG nullified his contract, which I have to say, bravo YG, because that's not something you see a lot in K-pop. Maybe they are stuck in a contract and they are just sitting there stuck, not able to make music, not able to do anything because of their contract, but he can.
You are definitely onto something there. SM and YG, at least in my own personal opinion, do business very differently in this regard. I did a bunch of looking at YG's business interests before filming this, and YG has expanded into so many different industries at this point that they're not really losing much by letting him out of his contract, versus SM seems to be more music focused only. And I don't know SM's business interests outside of K-pop. I actually have very little knowledge of that, and I'd have to look into that more specifically to be able to give details. But looking at what YG is doing, their interest in K-pop is one of many different ways that they make money by now. We were thinking about this yesterday because we were looking at 21's disbandment and how many girl groups have YG signed since then, and YG signed one girl group in 2009, and then they signed another girl group in 2016. That's a big gap if they're trying to make a lot of money off of K-pop groups, and that must be the reason why he doesn't really care about letting him go, because he's not going to lose that much money because they're making so much money in so many other ways.
I just think it's very stand-up of YG as an entertainment company to do that. I know that their stocks are taking a huge dive right now because of Winner and because of 21. This is kind of the best news that anyone could hope for Nam Taehyun, because if you are struggling with mental things, he's an artist. He's a total artist. Look at his Instagram. It's amazing.
Really?
I personally can totally relate to it because I also do artistic things, and I also struggle with some things sometimes going on in my head and just, you know, depression and anxiety and things like that. So I think that this is the best possible news for him, and all I can do is just say, guys, don't attack YG for this. Applaud them for this because they let him out of the contract.
He's going to be able to rest his mind.
And he's going to be able to recover and come back and create music again. I hope.
He will.
I really see it happening. And
yeah, because he's getting the right approach at this point instead of having the stress, like, for instance, Tao is still under his SM contract and he wants out and he doesn't want really anything to do with SM anymore, and yet he's still got to deal with them, and SM's like, you know what, we're gonna make money off of you, and tough luck on your mental illness or your mental health or whatever you want to call it. You just have to deal with that yourself.
Well, for him it was physical, but yes.
Right, but you know what I mean. I do want to go into some of YG's other business interests. It's really interesting how they make money because you just see them as this K-pop entertainment group, and they've expanded into so many industries. Like they acquired T Entertainment staff and actors that has Cha Seung-wan, so they have a bunch of other actors. They acquired that agency in 2014. They also acquired a modeling agency called K Plus in 2014, and in 2014 they launched a beauty cosmetics brand called Moonshot.
Yep.
Have you heard of them?
I have heard of them. G-Dragon has his own BB cream.
Oh my god. And they make so much money off cosmetics, I'm sure. They have also created 3 sub-labels under YG, with Tableau in charge of one, Kush in charge of another, and then this year recently was Psy in charge of a new label. Since Psy's Gangnam Style in 2012, they've been able to maneuver so much more easy with the amount of money that Psy was helping YG make, and they bought tons of different real estate, and they have real estate interests through the wazoo in Seoul and outside Seoul. They built a huge complex in Gyeonggi-do, and they've just been able to capitalize on good opportunities in real estate because there are good opportunities still happening in Seoul. They're still building in Seoul.
Oh, totally.
They recently got into the golf business, and they're doing that now. And since 2011, they've had this huge partnership with different firms in Japan, making tons of money over in Japan and making it more easy for them to have concerts over there and sell merchandise over there and do all the other things they want to do. It's just really diversified at this point, and Winner is one of the many, many ways that they're going to make money, and he can be flexible and have a good heart instead of just being an asshole in business, because the more that you find out what it's like to really do business, the harder your life gets unless you're just trying to continue to put things in perspective. And it just looks like YG CEO Yang Sung-hyun has a very, very good, solid, straightforward thinking, head on his shoulders. That's more than any of us as fans could hope for when it comes to our own interests in liking and listening and consuming K-pop.
Well, the good news on top of that is, while this may cause the stocks to drop, we do have new Big Bang coming out in December, new Psy in December, which will pop it up, as well as Sech Kai's. And in February, Winner will be putting out a new debut album as 4 members, titled Exit E. So stay tuned for that.
We appreciate you guys tuning into Hallyu Back News to get our perspective on the things that are happening in the K-pop world. Comments down below on your reaction to Nam Tae-hyun leaving Winner to get some rest and being let out of his contract by YG.
Yes, are you still going to continue to support Winner? Who's your favorite remaining member? And what is your favorite Nam Tae-hyun song?
Click the like button. Thank you so much for supporting us, and don't forget to subscribe for more Hallyu Back News. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye!